QE2, Eric, has become a punching bag for everyone from top-tier economists to Sarah Palin. Now the GOP is using some internal dissent at the Fed to take aim at Ben Bernanke. Economics editor Michael McKee says it's back to the barricades for the Fed chief. Michael.
Yeah, Ben Bernanke has real problems, Deirdre. The Fed's very divided, just as threats from the outside are increasing. Bernanke's campaign to sell QE2 suffered a major blow when Governor Warsh suggested yesterday that he's not on board. And even as Warsh spoke, Dallas Fed President Richard Fisher was warning the QE policy may possibly place at risk the stature and independence of the Fed. Well, Tea Party candidates who campaigned in part against the Fed are already working on that. They see Bernanke's new policy as a threat, not an effort to help the economy. In Phoenix last night, Sarah Palin demanded Bernanke cease and desist buying bonds. It's far from certain this will even work, she says. We shouldn't be playing around with inflation. In Kansas City, meanwhile, the Wall Street Journal says regional Fed Bank President Tom Honig, the dissenter, has been invited to address House Republicans next month. He's dissented a record 7 consecutive times. In Washington, others also have the Fed in their sights. Representative Ron Paul will head the subcommittee that oversees the Fed. He said yesterday he wants it to disappear. New House Oversight Chairman Darrell Issa promises investigations to look in depth behind the curtain rather than simply have the Fed chairman come up and lecture us. Kentucky Senator-elect Rand Paul, Ron's son, criticizes the Fed for imposing the sneakiest tax of all, inflation. And Tea Party leader Jim DeMint of South Carolina supports efforts to audit the Fed's monetary policy. Bernanke beat back that effort just last spring, defeating efforts to diminish the Fed's powers and independence. But now the Fed is back in a fight, in part because of his own actions.
So, Michael, I mean, is there anything more that Bernanke can do?
At this point, very little except stay the course and hope it works.